So we are now going to begin with the 13th chapter, that is surface area and volumes. Now first, most importantly, there are few formulae that you need to know before we begin with the questions. That is of surface area, both types of surface area, the lateral surface area or the curved surface area, the total surface area, and the volume of some of the basic shapes which we will be discussing now, that is cuboid, cube, right circular cylinder, right circular cone, sphere, and hemisphere. These are the formulae that we are going to see now. So for a cuboid, the volume is length into breadth into height. For the lateral surface area of a cuboid, it will be 2LH plus 2BH. Or you can take 2H common and write it as 2H into L plus B. In case of total surface area, 2L into B is also getting added. Length into breadth, that is top and the bottom surface, is getting added to this. Then it becomes the total surface area. So here also you can take 2 common and write it in this way, 2 into LH plus BH plus LB. In case of cube now, L into B into H all are same. So A and A, these are the length, breadth and height of a cube. So volume will be A cube. The lateral surface area will be 4A square and total surface area will be 4A square plus 2A square or 6A square. Then in case of a right circular cylinder, if we take H as the height of the cylinder and R as the radius, then it will be pi r square h. The volume will be pi r square h. The curved surface area, that is only this curved part, will be 2 pi r h, and total surface area, you will add the top part and bottom part. Now top and bottom is nothing but circle. So this will be pi r square and this will be pi r square. So you will add 2 pi r square to the curved surface of the cylinder. So you will get the total surface area, that is 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. So you can take here 2 pi r common, 2 pi r into h plus r. This will be the formula. Then you have the right circular cone. So cone is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. So 1 by 3 pi r square h. That will be the volume. Curved surface area will be pi r L, where L is the slant height. So there are two heights of a cone. One is this perpendicular height, which is denoted by h, and one is the slant height, which is denoted by L. And r is the radius. So for the surface area, you require the slant height, whereas for the volume, you require the height, perpendicular height. So volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. The curved surface area is pi r L, and total surface area is pi r L plus pi r square. Pi r L is the curved surface and flat one, that is the circle. So pi r square. You can take pi r common here, pi r into L plus r. This will be the total surface area. Slant height of the cone is not given and h and r are given. Then if you see, this is a right circular cone, this is forming a right angle triangle. So the hypotenuse is slant height. So hypotenuse square, L square, is equal to h square plus r square, or L will be equal to square root of h square plus r square. Then you have the sphere. For sphere, it is 4 by 3 pi r cube, the volume. The curved surface area is 4 pi r square and total is also 4 pi r square because the entire surface of the sphere is curved. So both are same over here, 4 pi r square. For the hemisphere, the volume will be 2 by 3 pi r cube, that is half of the volume of the sphere. Then curved surface area also will be half of this, that is 2 pi r square. But for the total surface area, now here after curved, there is also one flat surface. So apart from the curved surface, that is 2 pi r square, the flat surface is another circle plus pi r square. So total surface area of a hemisphere will be 3 pi r square. Exercise 13.1. In this exercise, we will be dealing with the surface area of different solids, that is combination of different solids, how you can find the surface areas. So in the first question, two cubes are given, each of volume 64 centimeter cube, and they are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. So there are two cubes like this which are joined end to end, and you get a cuboid resulting one. You have to find the volume of that. So first you have to find the side length of the side of the cube. So if volume is given, volume is side cube. That is, if a cube is 64, then a must be cube root of 64. That is 4 centimeter. So 4 centimeter is the length of the side of the cube, and you have joined two cubes. So the resulting cuboid's length will be 8 centimeter. 4 plus 4. And the breadth is 4 and height is 4. Or if you're keeping it vertically, you can take height as 8, length as 4 and breadth as 4. If you're keeping it horizontally, then it will be other way around. So length, breadth and height, it can be interchanged, but the volume and surface area, there will be no change in that. So surface area of the resulting cuboid, 2LB plus BH plus LH, this is the formula. In that you will substitute the length, breadth and height and solve it. So the answer will be 160 centimeter square. In the next question, a vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. So this is a hollow hemisphere, this one, mounted by a hollow cylinder. So this is the cylinder which is on top of this hemisphere. This is how the final figure looks like. Now the diameter of the hemisphere is given as 14 centimeter and total height of the vessel. Now when we talk about the vessel over here, vessel means the entire thing that is formed by this hemisphere as well as the cylinder together. That height is 13 centimeter. You have to find the inner surface area of the vessel. So to find the surface of this solid, you have to find the curved surface area of this cylinder plus the curved surface area of the hemisphere and add both. So now for this entire container, the height is given as 13, but we need to find only this much. This is of the cylinder. Okay, this is the height of the cylinder and this is the height or radius of the hemisphere. So this much is given as 7. This is the radius of the hemisphere. The diameter is 14, so this is 7. This entire thing is 13. So only this portion, that is the height of the cylindrical part, this will be 6 centimeter. So height of the cylinder is 6 centimeter. So if you find the curved surface area of the cylindrical part, only of the cylindrical part, it will be 2 pi r h plus curved surface area of the hemispherical part, that will be 2 pi r square. Then you will substitute all the values. Over here h will be 6. Now radius of the cylinder is also 7 and radius of the hemisphere is also 7. So after substituting all the values, you will get 572 centimeters square as the inner surface area of the entire vessel.